Oh, awesome. So today we're in the house of my dear friend, colleague. I can call you a colleague.
Yeah.
We do the same type of work, or similar. We're photographic artists. But I'm here with Michel Varisco, who's been an artist and photographer in New Orleans for 20 plus years, according to her website. So, how are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good.
We haven't talked in a while,
Yeah.
but what have you been up to in the art world, photography world?
Well, I've been, I've worked on the environmental series Shifting for a while, and was looking at land loss and just thinking about earlier bodies of work where I was focusing more on social justice issues around displacement pre-Katrina. And this period right now, I'm kind of working on a blend. I'm doing a sculpture that, ironically, you said I'm a photographer. I do a couple of medias. I blend photographs and installation and sculpture, assemblage, but photography is always a very big part of the process. And it's the way I think through things. So anyway, I've been thinking about how people are affected by a lot of environmental decisions, because I'm a native here, and my family I've watched go through various incarnations of cancer and so forth. All of us have. Anyone from Louisiana that lives along Cancer Alley, our whole lives we've had lots of situations, and the more I study the Mississippi River, which I'm completely madly in love with, the more that I think about the politics and the health concerns and the decision making that has, traversed that river delta and everybody that's along its banks. This picture behind me is the Wax Lake outlet, which is by the Atchafalaya Basin, and that was from the Shifting series when I was doing a lot of aerial photography. I was looking at land loss and some land build that was happening around the region, and that was kind of an exciting positive of all the engineered and problematic engineering that existed in the state. There was like this area that was actually new land was forming out of it. So that was near the end of that body of work where I was looking at the engineered and the natural and where they intersect, and then sometimes where there's life that comes out of it. So on that shoreline, there's like bears showing up, and there's eagles.
Bears?
Yeah.
Oh,
and there's all kinds of life forms that are taking to that new land area. So it's exciting.
That's beautiful. That is exciting.
Yeah, so that's sort of a positive.
And where is that again?
It's near the Atchafalaya, the mouth of the Atchafalaya River.
Mm-hmm.
Wax Lake Outlet is what it's called. And it's an engineered cut through to take some of the pressure off of both the Mississippi River and the Atchafalaya River so that they can keep the balance from overflowing, both banks.
Is that one of the things that were done after the flood in the 1930s? Or?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact year it was cut out and created. I should know that, but I don't.
Yeah.
But I think it was a later canal system that was dug, and most of the other cut-throughs, a lot of the other cut-throughs actually were deteriorating the land much more rapidly.
Like the one over here? No, this is an assemblage, because this is kind of the new work that you're working on with the people and the river.
Yeah, this piece is where the Mississippi River broke its banks, and the woman in there is Joyce below is like looking. She's praying. She's actually got her hands in her head. I mean, her hands are holding her head in one of the images, and then juxtaposed with her looking up and almost making a prayer. And I feel like she's a very good friend, and I just feel like new land is what we pray for in a way, but not at the expense of lives, lost. But something, we just have to find some kind of balance between the land that we are losing at such a rapid rate, and balance it with constructive and progressive living with nature kinds of policies, you know. So I definitely don't pretend to have the answers to any of these things, but I just, in a very simple way, am observing what's going on. And these are two positive examples. These are both land building situations. You know, the one next to it over there is a piece where it's called Below Sea Level. I don't know if you can really see it very well with the light
A
coming
lot of
in.
reflections, but
Let me see if I can close out. Is that better?
that's better right there.
Okay. So Below Sea Level, I shot at the Rauschenberg residency in the Gulf of Mexico. I was photographing some friends swimming in the Gulf of Mexico, and I just realized when I photographed them underwater, and I thought, you know, we're sinking, our land is sinking, and more and more I feel like, here I can turn this maybe.
Well, that's fine.
Is that better? Can you see it? It's kind of hard to
You
see.
can put it back up. I like
Okay.
the reflection of you.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So, so I was just watching my friends under the water. I was kind of photographing them, and thinking about our fate in New Orleans is like a new Atlantis state. So we're sinking from subsidence, and while we're also losing land, we're melting into the Gulf of Mexico. Like it or not, that's what's happening. And so I'm starting to do more work underwater and just focusing on metaphors around what's happening, you know, and I don't know. But the sculpture.
Which sculpture?
This well, I'm working on it still, and it's not quite ready for prime time right now.
Oh, okay. Well, we won't
But-
show.
But this
Well, maybe just a little
show
detail.
details of it.
Yeah.
But in fact, maybe you can just turn that for a second.
Okay.